wild. I sucked. I went 11-11 for 11th, which is not where I needed to be, but I think I was 7th in points overall for the year. Rookie 450 full season is officially over, and I am ready for a break. So enjoyable weekend, I guess, riding in the mud, but wasn't the best.
Hey, with these last few mud races, they've been pretty wild, and a guy like you always seems to fare pretty well in these.
Yeah, I love the mud, but not today. Unadilla was sick though. I got 4th in the first moto, but today just wasn't my luck. I crashed 9 times today, so badass, I guess.
This year was pretty big. You strung together quite a bit of stuff, and especially for missing most of last year with an injury. What's your biggest takeaway?
Honestly, I'm just happy to get through the full season remotely healthy. I think I missed 2 supercrosses, so I did 15 supercrosses and 12 outdoors, and it's a long year, and I'm just happy to get that past, the first full year past. I think that'll really help me going into next year.
It was good, man. We were in a really good position there in the first moto. Had an okay start, was running second for a while, bam, fell, got into the lead, led, maybe 4 or 5 laps, I don't even know. Feels like eternity when you're out freaking front. So, yeah, I had a little bit of an issue, and like I just couldn't maintain the base, and it was just like struggle shit from there on out, and like I couldn't, yeah, it just sucked. So I ended up 6th, and then second moto was going okay. Had to pull in for new goggles. My helmet was caked. Felt like I had 900 pounds on my head. Neck sore. Ended up after that, put in a really good charge. It felt awesome. Went 6-7 on the day, 6 overall on today, and then 6 overall in points. So where I was not having a ride for outdoors, and then filling in, and then I was really fortunate for the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing team for giving me this opportunity, and I think I did the best with what I could with it, you know what I mean? So they worked hard, and it's awesome to meet a whole bunch of brand new guys. So I'd like to thank those guys. CeeLo for helping be my mechanic, and Mr. Dave Beanie for helping me be my mechanic as well. So it was an awesome experience.
Hey, looking back where you were about a year ago, ankle completely jacked, and kind of really frustrated. This has been a really big turnaround. I mean, this is a career-defining year for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's hard because you're only as good as your last race, and people in our sport have a super short memory, which is pretty shitty. In 2016, I finished 5th overall. 2015, I finished 8th overall, and it was just like, I don't know, it kind of sucked. And last year was like a real down year for me, and it sucked. And this guy's a prick. And then, so to have this year and to be dealt the cards that I did in the beginning of the year with contract stuff and everything, man, it cut me pretty deep. So to where I ended up this year, like, yeah, I'm super happy and very thankful. So on to next year. I don't know what's going to happen. Don't know if I'll be here in the States. Not really sure, but we'll see.
About the day? Today started as a shit show. The rain really was a buzzkill. It's one of my favorite tracks. So, but it is what it is. And we managed first practice, first moto. I crashed in the first turn, got stuck, was in the mud, looking like a jackass, and had to come in for goggles and rode it to a night. And then at some point I accumulated a flat tire, not sure where. Second moto, finally got a start and rode really good. Battled for 3rd for about 20 minutes, and then Marv got me, had a little tip over, but season best with a 4th and take it into next year.
Are we excited heading into next year? We got some plans so you can announce it all?
Yep, I'll be hopefully a little older and a little taller.
You heard it here first.
That second moto, you really put it on there. Like, you didn't let that one go easily.
No, I really wanted to get on the podium. That was my goal since I've gotten back, and yeah, it was fun for me and him to battle and stuff, and it was fun. So, I think I'm just lacking some speed and some fitness, but that was the best I've ridden so far. So, I was in the battle, and that's all I can ask for, and take it into next year.
Today was something special. It was a day that with the weather and the track condition, it was a day that anything could happen. It was a day that I felt like we were just been getting put to the test every race, and every race. And with this condition, it was just, everything is so unexpected. So, we were good in Unadilla in the mud, and And but here today, you know, I just never knew what was going to happen. Moto 1, went out there, got the start we needed. You know, did some good battling early, got into second, was able to, you know, to maintain a good pace there. Had one little tip over, but was able to recover from that, you know, and gain points, you know, from that moto. You know, and then going into the second moto, all we needed was 1 point to close it out. So, you know, a lot of things could still happen, but gave ourselves a good cushion, and just, you know, wasn't a super dominant performance or anything, but went out there and got it done. This year was just unbelievable. You know, we won 8 races. You know, we had multiple 1-1 days. You know, the bike was improved. You know, the team, everything was just working and gelling together. And when that happens, we win races and do what we're supposed to do. So, pretty cool.
Hey, Moto 1, you had that slight tip over there towards the end. Moto 2, kind of buried there at the start of it. Were you stressing at all, or were you just like, yeah, I know what I got to do, I just need to get back up there?
You know, my mindset coming into the day was to be aggressive in the first one, you know, because I had a really good chance at being able to clinch it. You know, I only had to make 5 points, and, you know, I ended up the moto, of course, only making 4, and had to take it to the second one there, so that was big, though, just to gain points. Yes, I wanted to clinch it. That would have been a perfect scenario, but that didn't happen, so, you know, the team did an awesome job of getting the bike ready for Moto 2, and we went out there and got it done.
This year you had a lot of these really crazy charges where late in the moto you just wick it up. Washougal last week. What causes that? Like, what flips the switch, and how do you dial that in?
You know, it's true. We were able to make crazy charges this year. You know, yes, we may not have been starting right up front the whole time, but you know, I was really comfortable with my motorcycle this year. You know, it was easy for me to ride, and we were healthy the whole year. Everything was just working the way it's supposed to, and you know, when that happens, you win races. So, you know, and yeah, we were able to make those charges, but you know, you got to have everything working. When that happens, you can go out there and just ride your motorcycle the way you want to.
What was the high point for you this year, like a defining moment that you really are proud of?
Well, early on we were dominant. You know, that was good to get out of the start there. But the last couple of rounds was the ones that meant the most. You know, I really feel like we made our statement on being the dominant guy. You know, like the Washougal or the you know, the Millville ride. So you know, last half, you know, that's the part of the season that really matters, and you know, you're getting into the grind of things. So last half of the season, any of those wins were the ones.
All right, maybe there was a moment that we didn't know, but did you have some challenges along the way, or was it pretty easy for you?
Well, I mean, along the way, it was, like I said, I was healthy the whole year. That's huge. That was key. You know, the bike was working just perfect, really, for me. Yeah, when all those things come together, it's pretty special, and yeah, it's so cool to go back to back.
What next? What comes now? I mean, we know Donations is coming up in Monster Cup, but would you get some time off? Get the break?
Yeah, a little bit of time off. Motocross Nations is coming out, and I'm super excited to put some time on the new 2019 motorcycle. We're going to develop that, get that good. You know, normally this time of year, you know, you're like, yeah, you want to put things aside, but I'm truly excited to ride that new bike.
Yeah, it was a tough day. The conditions were super tough. It was only one practice. It was actually okay because it was so it was raining, a lot of water, so it was not sticky. But then it stopped raining, and man, after it was super heavy and sticky. The bike got super heavy. My start in the first moto was definitely not good, and got so much rust and mud on the helmet and all that, and it was really difficult. But the second part of the first moto was a lot better, but not enough, you know, to get on the podium, unfortunately. And second moto started a little bit better, and got third. So third overall. It was still not the podium, but not really what I wanted. Like I said, conditions were definitely tough, and I was not doing super good today, and got second in the championship.
This is what, third year in a row, second in the championship, whatever it is, 250 or however.
16,
16
maybe.
What year was it? 15 in the
15 on the 250. Yeah.
Okay. What have you learned like through all these years? I mean, it's unfortunate that you're not winning the championship, but you're learning and growing a lot as a racer as a result.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a lot of times, a few times getting second, and here Ironman. So it's always tough not winning, especially when you are in this position to battle for the championship. But I mean, I was just talking to my brother, on text, and if you would have told me that, a few years ago, I would have signed it right away. It's second is still, a good result, but working so hard like that, I want to definitely win. Everybody's putting a lot of effort, the team and the factory, and but we keep on going. It's I still have a lot in me, and you gotta enjoy it too. It's we do that for a living, and we have hard days for sure, but we're happy with what we do.
Today was actually pretty good. I mean, we woke up this morning and it was absolutely downpouring, and with mud like that, it can either bite you in the ass or do pretty good. But so we finished third in the first moto, which was good. But with BARCIA winning, the point gap there was coming pretty close. So in the second moto, once I was behind him, I knew if I finished second and he wins, that I was going to be fine for the championship, for third place by 1 point, and that's what we did. Like, we rode a solid race. We finished on a high note. We got a bunch of second places here this year, which was great. And yeah, I think for us right now, it's time to have some beers, enjoy ourselves, and take a couple of weeks off, get in some surfing, and then come back for the destinations.
Hey, one thing you mentioned on the podium was you're excited to go back to work and go back to do training and everything. It's pretty clear that this summer you really built a lot and you're ready to get back at it.
Well, even last year, I had major problems with my arm or with my wrist. Like, everything felt foreign. Couldn't do push-ups. I couldn't do pull-ups. Like, I was so limited to what I could do, and we still made it work decently because we started off the Supercross season fairly good. But now, like, if everything goes good, destinations, and stay healthy, I can go into my Supercross training just doing everything, riding without like having major like wrist pain or the elbow doesn't work or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, it's good. My neck's sore though from all the heavy helmet, the mud on it all day. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a fun day of racing. I've been looking for that win, and to get the overall with the 1-1, it's phenomenal. We worked really hard this year. The Yamaha was a new bike for the team and me, so yeah, it's great. We've had a tough, it wasn't an easy year by any means. We worked hard, and this is the goal we wanted, and to get the last one, kind of puts the icing on the cake.
Hey, this is a huge difference compared to when you and I talked at this day at this place last year.
Yeah.
How do you feel? I mean, it's got to be pretty emotionally overwhelming in sometimes, but like something you knew you were capable of.
Yeah, for sure. I lost track there towards the end of last year, just like mentally and physically, injuries, and just things weren't going well, and I wasn't happy. So, and today to be where I'm at now, it's like it just shows all that hard work and tough times I went through. Really, put everything in perspective, and really grateful for everything I've been given, but I'm also worked hard to get the things I've been given. So it's great.